Let me introduce you to the two basic financial statements. One is called a profit loss account and the other is called a balance sheet. And to begin with, let me ask you some very elementary questions. And the first of these is, can you tell me why is a profit and loss account made? You know, this is actually a no-brainer because even if you've never heard of it in your life before, reading the title tells you why it has been made. A profit and loss account is made to find out whether an organization has made a profit or a loss. But a slightly more philosophical question would be, why would you want to know, are you making profits or not? Every now and then you must stop doing whatever you are doing, take a step back, find out are you making profits or not, because if you're not making profits, perhaps you have defeated the entire purpose of setting up the business enterprise. That number on the top right-hand side of the profit loss account, sales, is called the top line. And the figure on the bottom left-hand side of the profit loss account is called the bottom line. Business is not about generating top lines, it is about bottom line. Of course, there can't be a bottom line without a top line. So top line becomes important, but when I emphasize on the profitability, what I mean is, we are not here to generate just about any kind of sales. We are only interested in those sales, on those terms, on those credit periods, which eventually result in a healthy profit. Sales is a means towards achieving an end, and the end is to have a healthy, a decent profit. Now the good news is, you don't need to know how to make balance sheets if you wish to learn how to read them. Who should know how to make balance sheets? Accountants. Who should know how to read balance sheets? I think all of you. In any organization, starting with the top person, the managing director, the owner, and all the key people of the organization must know how to read balance sheets. Folks, you will appreciate there cannot be a managing director alive who can afford to say, you know, I don't need to know how to read a balance sheet. If he says so, either he's not going to remain a managing director for long, or the organization whose managing director he is may not remain for long. Sooner or later, everybody realizes their ability to lead successful businesses largely depends on their ability to read balance sheets. And in order to learn how to read, you don't need to know how to make. Now tell me, if I can teach you how to make a balance sheet in the next 2 to 3 minutes, would you be interested? You don't need to know, but if it takes 2 to 3 minutes, why not? It can't hurt you, right? Next day, you bought some raw materials. Following day, you raised an invoice on a customer. The next day, you went and bought some equipment for your organization. Whatever happens, write on chits of paper, put it into the box, and now, at the end of a period, I bring this box to you. This box might now contain thousands and thousands and thousands of chits. And I hand over the box to you and I say, can you make a balance sheet for me? Can you do it? Of course you can. The next one says, invoice raised on a customer. Seems to be an income. The next piece of paper says, loan taken from a bank. This is a liability. You use that money to buy a car for yourself. This is an asset. You filled fuel in the car. This is an expense. You use the extra money to buy stocks and shares in an organization. This would be shown as an asset. You receive dividends on those shares. This would appear as an income. Folks, I can go on and on and on. And you will find, barely would the words have left my mouth that you would have already found a place in one of those 4 quadrants. And believe me, it is as simple as that. Imagine this person is preparing a balance sheet on 31st December. And this item that lasts him for 10 months was purchased on 1st January. When did you buy the item? 1st January. How much is the life? 10 months. When is the balance sheet made? 12 months later. Where will this item appear? It will appear on the expenses side. And what if the item that lasts you for 10 days, what if it was purchased on 27th December? You bought it on 27th December. The life is 10 days, but the balance sheet is made 4 days later. Where will it go? It will be shown as an asset. So folks, life has to be seen in the context of the balance sheet date. Something has to outlive the balance sheet date in order to be an asset.